What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to teach you how to do the wrapped heel side backside 360 behind the boat. The purpose of this tutorial is either if you're not that great at handle passing, this could be your first ever spin while wakeboarding, or if you can already do a heel side backside 360 and you maybe want to add a grab to it or make it look better, this could be a great video for you. However, in all of the clips in this video, I won't be grabbing the board. This video is definitely more directed towards more beginner wakeboarders. But if you are trying to learn a wrapped backside 3 and you can already do a backside 360, you might just get it on your first go. But yeah, stay tuned if you want to learn. The tricks you're going to want to already know how to do before attempting the wrapped heel side backside 360 are maybe just a heel side wake to wake jump and kind of just have that dialed, maybe get all of your basics sort of dialed. There's not a whole lot of tricks that kind of lead up to this because this could be your first ever spin, and a backside 180 to me personally is quite a bit harder than doing this wrapped backside 360. So just get your basics dialed and then we'll get after it. First things first, before you even get set up for the edge you need to take in towards the wake or anything like that, you need to make sure you get all wrapped up and prepared to even start this trick. You are going to be spinning backside, so if you're regular or left foot forward like me, you will pull yourself forward and pull that handle behind your back to your rear hand. The actual handle itself will be set in your rear hand to spin backside, and the wrapped handle, we're going to imagine there's one there because there's not one on this rope right now, so just use your imagination. Your front hand is going to be on the wrap handle, the rope will be going behind your back, and the actual handle will be in your rear hand. If it's the other way around, you'll actually be spinning front side, so this is the way it needs to be done. Now that we're all wrapped up, it's time to get ready to set up for this trick. You can edge out on your toes, just get a nice medium distance away from the boat, pause out there for a second, and roll on to a nice progressive sort of medium edge, maybe a little bit less than medium, whatever's going to take you perfectly wake to wake. That's the exact edge you're going to want to take in towards the wakes. Now that we're on that progressive edge in towards the wakes, it's time to get ready to get a nice solid pop. So make sure you're squatted towards the bottom of the wake, and as you're edging all the way up and through the top of it, make sure you stand taller and taller, and at the very peak of it, you're gonna be at your tallest, giving it a nice hard push to give you that straight up, straight down pop. Now that you've gotten a nice solid pop off of the top of the wake, you don't necessarily want to just drop this wrap handle instantly because the other handle could pull you off axis or under axis or something like that. So just make sure you hold on this handle for maybe a couple milliseconds while you're still traveling up, and make sure you have a nice tension and you're in control before you actually drop that handle to initiate the backside rotation. You've left the wake, you're in control. Now it's time to start initiating that backside rotation. Something I personally like to do when doing this to help me stay in control is actually take that wrap handle and sort of give it a rip in that direction to really get my momentum spinning backside while also looking over my rear shoulder. And at the end of my rip, this is when I can sort of drop that handle and let the rear handle do the rest of the work to help me spin all the way around. You've dropped the handle, you're looking over your rear shoulder. This handle here is actually pulling you all the way around, but about at the backside 180 point is when this handle will kind of stop pulling you around. So at this point, you need to make sure you continue pulling the handle all the way back around to your front hip to help you finish up that rotation. It should be pretty easy to spot your landing nice and early. You can see your landing earlier on a backside rotation than a front side one. So you'll just spot your landing down below, get that front hand back on the handle, bend your knees on impact, and ride away on your heels. The main mistakes I see people making on the wrapped backside 360 is that I don't actually see that many people making too many mistakes on this one. It's not quite the hardest trick in the book, but I guess if I were to say is that some people start rotating too early and it will kick them sort of off axis or under axis, resulting in them being out of control. And the way to fix this is to wait till you've actually left the wake before you initiate that rotation, and this will keep you from getting out of control. I'm gonna give you a brief little summary of the entire wrapped backside 360. First of all, you're gonna need to get wrapped up. The wrap handle will be in your front hand. The rest of the rope will go behind your back, and the actual handle will be in your back hand. This will be how you rotate backside. Once you're at this point, get a nice medium distance away from the wakes and roll onto a progressive medium-ish, maybe a little slower edge, whatever's gonna take you perfectly wake to wake where you land perfectly on the other side of the wake. Get on that nice progressive edge as you're approaching the wake. Be nice and low, and as you're getting closer to the peak of it, stand taller and taller, and at the peak, push nice and hard, stand tall to get that straight up, straight down pop. Now that you've left the wake, it is time to sort of get in control, kind of use that wrap handle to make sure you're in control and not getting kicked off axis or under axis. At this point, you need to initiate your backside rotation. So take that wrap handle, give it a slight yank to really get that backside rotation initiated. And while you give it that slight yank, make sure you look over that rear shoulder, really get your momentum going. And as you make that rip on the wrap handle, you need to drop that handle, and the actual handle in your rear hand should start to unwind you and pull you all the way around to about the backside 180 portion of the trick. At this point, just continue pulling that handle all the way back around to your front hip. Again, grab onto it with your front hand. You'll be able to spot it nice and easy, spot your landing nice and easy and early. It's much easier to spot your landing on a backside rotation than a frontside one. So you spotted your landing, bend your knees on impact, and right away from the wakes, on your heels. That's how you do the wrapped heel side, backside 360 behind the boat. If you guys like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Comment below what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future, what kind of tricks you guys want to learn next. And remember, I'll be uploading a wakeboarding video every second day forever, so make sure you guys subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Peace!